So in this video, I'm gonna be explaining everything going on and what's wrong in 2023. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna touch on too much because I try not to make my videos long, even when they are. Like I said, I apologize for that, man. You know what I'm saying? But let's go ahead and get into it while we can. Shout out to all my new supporters, all my new subs, all my new subscribers. I'm sorry if y'all can barely see me. But let's try to get into the video task at hand, man. One thing about me, I'm not perfect. I don't even try to put on a facade like I am. But anyway, everything wrong in 2023. So a lot of people, from what I'm seeing, are just very insecure. A lot of people, we live in this microwave society. We live in what I like to call it the popcorn era, where we see one thing right here, and we try to hit that, we try to tackle that and buckle down on that. Then when something else pop up, then we run to that. You know what I'm saying? Like basically, when society goes, wherever society goes, everybody usually tries to keep up with. You know what I'm saying? And with all the narrative, the bullshit narratives, propagandas, agendas that's being promoted and right in our faces, where it's just the oversaturation of sex, if it's the oversaturation of, you know what I'm saying, money, if it's the oversaturation of, narcissism, which I believe, in my opinion, everybody has a form of sense of narcissism about themselves. And I mean, it's justifiable, you know what I'm saying? Because like if people say, oh, you have a big ego and you're cocky and you just believe you're the best, don't you, and everything. Well, I mean, you damn right. I built myself up. So why would I not do what I do if I don't think I'm the best at it? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, where everybody, see, we live in this era too, like, social media. That's the first thing. Everybody just living in a society where it's like, they're a celebrity in their own mind, and everybody's a celebrity in their own mind, in their own way. You know what I'm saying? And people just talk about chasing a bag and all this and doing all that shit, when it's like we losing ourselves chasing the bag. We start losing ourselves. It's like we're running after something that ain't even there. While in the process, in the midst, when we're leaving from back here, we're just, you know what I'm saying, we're losing ourselves back there, and we're going forward. You know what I'm saying? Like how I'm in this car right now. We're going forward. You know what I'm saying? We're pushing the car, we're driving this motherfucker to go forward, but we're losing ourselves back here in the process, and we're going forward, running after something towards this nothing. An empty, dark hole, but we think it's the light. We think it's the tunnel vision that's gonna lead us to the fucking promised land. People invested in the agenda wars. Everybody wants to be politically correct. That's what debates pop up in. You just gotta be right. It's their way or the highway. Everybody want to down talk somebody else's hustle. Everybody want to be seen. There's this post that I posted back in 2020. I don't think I posted it on this particular channel. Maybe my old channel. Or the channel that I lost, which was the Evolve one. Yeah, I lost that channel. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I lost it. I can't even remember my fucking code, my password. I'll be like, though. I think I'm going to find it one of these days. But I don't stress it, because that channel wasn't really all that important to me. But I do have a one banger video on there about the LeBron video. I'm sorry, the LeBitch video. But anyways, the Evolving one. I miss my work on there, though. I ain't gonna lie. My catalog, though, was kind of fire. But stay on topic. And we just live in a society that's just, everybody want to be seen. But, and like the post, I think I put it on that channel. Everybody grinding to be seen. I'm grinding to disappear. And that's real fucking talk. And a lot of people are not willing to disappear because people want to be seen. People want that instant gratification. As men, we all want to feel like we that nigga. I mean, let's just be real, bro. We all want to be able to give, provide. That's in our nature. We want to give to the girl we care about, the girl we love, the woman we love, you know, whatever have you. We all want to be the best version of ourselves, not just for, you know, everybody else outside before ourselves, because we have to be. Most men, by the age 18, you should already know, especially if you're a black man, you should already know that this world don't give a fuck about you. You should already know that. I'm not trying to make it I'm not necessarily trying to make it a racial thing, because I'm speaking in general terms. Everything about 2023, but everything wrong in 2023. But you should also just be able to realize, man, that, and like I said, I'm speaking generally term, but I'm pointing at one specific person especially. You should already know they don't give a fuck about you. The world don't care. And like I told a great brother of mine the other week, once people see that you're genuine and you just are who you are, people not trying to be around that. Why you think, and I'm glad I saw this post. I don't think it was a post, but they was talking about like no. This is sad, brother. I've said him plenty of times. Fuck it. He already know who he is, man. I saw this post, and he was talking about like about the difference between the villains and the heroes. People listen to the villains. People listen to the villains. People don't listen to the heroes. The heroes get discredited. The heroes get overlooked. The hero is constantly in the shadow, and he doesn't get his proper just due until he removes himself. And sometimes, man, hey, from experience, you just gotta let people know what it feels like to miss your presence to the point where you're no longer available, and when to the point where you're just not as accessible, or you're no longer accessible. Gotta make people know what it feels like to not have you around. And the thing about heroes and villains, people often shame villains. But what they don't know about villains is the villain was once a hero himself. The villain used to be the hero. The villain is a former hero. The villain is the one that used to save everybody. But he didn't become a villain until the day he decided that he needed to save himself. That's when he became a villain. The minute he realized that he needed to save himself. When he realized that, God damn, I need to be doing what was best for me. While I'm so focused on, you know, what everybody gotta say, while I'm so focused on these bitches who don't give a fuck about me anyway, while I'm so focused on niggas who don't have my genuine interest at heart, why? Forcing relationships, and I don't mean dating relationships. That's another dynamic, but while I'm forcing shit in general, that's when that motherfucker realized that, yo, I can't do this shit, man. I can't do this shit. You watch Batman, and you'll understand that, yo, the Joker literally was everything like Batman. He was literally everything like Batman. But One thing Joker could do that Batman couldn't do was tap into his... Joker could tap into his dark side. The Batman couldn't. Batman needed someone to be his helpmeet, which was Robin. And you see how much credit Robin gets. Robin is taking the ass. He's taking the ass whoopings that Batman don't take. But before Batman became Batman, he was sort of something like Robin. And while Batman was once a little Robin himself, Joker was Batman. He was something like a Batman. But till one day, he became the Joker. He said, y'all laughing at me, y'all clowning on me, y'all joking on me. Now the fucking joke's on you. Who get the last laugh now? Motherfucker? Who the man? Plain and simple. So he didn't give a fuck. He didn't give a fuck no more, bro. Is what I'm saying. He no longer gave a shit. He ain't give a shit. You know why you can't be the Joker, my nigga? Because you still give a shit. You won't allow yourself to heal from your trauma. You still give a fuck. I never said it was easy, but you're not even putting in the work. Concentrating on bullshit. Scared to let that punk ass job go. When they don't give a fuck about you. Let me show you something. Let me tell you something. Jobs don't give a fuck from experience. Jobs don't give a fuck. Why you think you at higher risk? And I know if you got a job in 2023 or for however long, if you've been working at the same punk ass job for 5 to 10 plus years, I know you know this by now. You should already know this by now. Why you think the person who cares less gets their way on jobs in the corporate world? Why you think everyone who actually cares gets overlooked versus the motherfucker who don't do their job 100% the correct way or at all? You have a higher risk at losing your job when you do your job right, and when you care about your job, when you show up on time for 5 years on time, you ain't never called in or not a day, even if you were sick, nothing. But the one day you got a death in your family, you request off. Oh, we're short staffed. Oh, well, you want to come the next day? What the fuck? It's because they don't give a fuck. It's because they don't give a fuck. Nigga, you work under their company, meaning you belong to them. And that's how they gonna treat you. They gonna step over you. And for the ones who don't give a fuck and the ones who try to get over, they gonna get rewarded every time. Because the bad guy gets the good guy rewards. And while the good guy continues to be the good guy, his whole life, he gets nothing. And one day, he sits down and he's an old man on his fucking deathbed. Now he lives in a life full of regret because he realized he did everything society told him he was supposed to do. He was supposed to do everything right. But in the end, what did he get? Nothing. He's on his deathbed about to die in 5 minutes. Knowing this shit. He knows it. And who's surrounded by him? What does he remember for? Nothing. But being a fucking server.